Hello everyone, my name is Steven Tippett. I have been a photographer for 25 years, and in 2018, I got to go to my dream location, the Giant's Causeway. Now, if you're like me, you don't think about the little things, like other people wanting to do the exact same thing. So, when I got there, like me, there were a bunch of tourists taking pictures of the Giant's Causeway. So, of course, there needs to be a way to remove them. And in Photoshop, there's a lot of different ways you can remove them. So today we're going to be going over a couple of those, showing you a new magic brush that Photoshop just came out with that does some really cool object removal. So first we're going to start down here with subscribe for awesome stuff. Tell me what you're wanting me to edit next. I know. It's a funny thing to edit out, but what if there was some text at the bottom here that you wanted to remove? So you could come over here and select the Spot Healing Brush tool, come down here, click, hold shift, and then click over here, and that does remove it. But there's a little bit of artifacting going on. So let's undo that and go to the new Remove tool in the beta program. I'm going to click, drag. In real time, this removes things much cleaner. Now if you don't have this tool, follow along here to your Creative Cloud desktop, Beta Apps, and then go to Photoshop Beta. Install it there. If you don't see it over here, click the three dots and go to Edit Toolbar. Just scroll down until you see it. Click Done. Add it back in. So you have this lady staring at you, like you've done something wrong, like you've got into her shot. Well, sorry, we're all tourists here, right? So first you would grab your Spot Healing Brush, and you would try to just start removing objects. That looks okay. And so you try over here to remove this person in real time. I mean, it's passable. I don't think anybody would notice. Fill in everything. Oh, that doesn't look very good. So let's undo that and try the new magic. So select just like you've just done. Even gonna be sloppier about it. And then just a little bit of cleanup. Whoa! Definitely going to be a game changer. Let's go and review something else. Oh, by the way, let's bring them back and show you how they've gone away in just a couple of clicks. All right, so you're in the same place. You're in Ireland. You've traveled a really long way, but then you notice there's all these tourists here. Yeah. What are you going to do? I mean, so let's just try and remove this one guy right here with the normal spot healing brush. Of course, he has taken up a large part of the scene, so he's going to be tough to remove. You could go real tight and get the pen tool and do object removal and things like that, but you don't have time for that. You're trying to get this out to people so you could see that you've been to Ireland and you've been to the Giant's Causeway. Yeah, just pulled, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. New tool, go big, sloppy, just around some things here and see what that does. I mean, it's still not perfect. There's definitely artifacting in there and it's kind of weird, but I don't think anybody's gonna notice. You didn't notice when I first started clicking, did you? I don't know what this lady's doing, but let's go in real time and just remove the rest of all of these people. Well, I say real time. I'm gonna time lapse it because nobody's got time for that. Welcome back to the magical land of Photoshop where you can do things like this in about 20 seconds. Yep, that was quick. Maybe I should have done it in real time so you could actually see how fast it goes. Let's do that then. So we have a whole bunch of people in the same spot, Giant's Causeway. Let's go over why this is going to be a huge game changer. So before, you would have to shoot around people, and you wouldn't really want to do certain shots because people would be in the shot. But with this, it's so close, which it's not perfect. There are flaws to this. And there are things, you can tell whenever something has been done. There's little artifacts that kind of pop up in some scenes and others. But for the most part, if you're just trying to get something out really quick, this is definitely going to be the tool you're going to want to use. Because, once again, this is real time. I'm not speeding this up. There's no extra clicks that I'm having to do for any of these. Now, sure, there will be extra clicks, just like in the previous that I just showed you. I mean, there was one little artifact that popped out that I had to fix. But for the most part, it's like 90% there, to where you really don't have to do anything to get a near perfect object removal. Now, in some complex scenes, it may mess up, or for example, this leads all the way up. I mean, there's no information for this to get, so I am fully expecting it to mess up and remove most of this rock. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to bring it back anyway. There's no tool that I would have been able to bring back where that was. You would have had to do some like layers and bring a tripod and shoot in the same spot. You could do some like other magical things, but for the most part, you're not really going to be doing anything more than just object removals, right? So for something to be this good with just one little click around some stuff, I mean, you're really game changing right now. Once again, it's real time. I could have just made the brush bigger, and this is probably not going to work, so I'm going to show you what this is. So this is the worst it's ever done right there. That you're seeing the worst job it's ever done, and it's still just like a couple clicks and drags, and I bet you I can recover some things in here to make it at least look passable. Or I mean, so this is a major feature of Giant's Causeway, but for the most part people don't know. So you could just make it look like that and nobody would know the difference. They would be looking here where you focused. So I mean, as far as even removing mountains, it can accomplish some crazy things. And how it knows what to remove is beyond me. I'm actually going to leave that person there because perspective. And she's wearing a red jacket, so she stands out. Gray hair. I actually like the way that looks. I don't know what this is. Remove it. So you didn't like this water. Just remove it. Just like a coloring book. Just color it out. It'll fill it in. It does great. So let's take a look at removing this lady now that I've said I'm going to keep her in. In one click, I mean, that's passable. Nobody would notice that I had something there removed. So let's try that same thing with other... nope. That's a big no. So if I did this and clicked Alt and then came over here and tried to match it up, I mean, this should work. She's going over, and then the edge of that doesn't work. So that doesn't work. Let's get in real tight here and use this patch tool. You'd have to do like a couple of them, but then there's this weird ghosting, so that doesn't work. So let's do the thing you're all curious about. Can it beat content aware fill? For one click, I mean, that's not too bad, but there's still some things, but I mean, it's a direct comparison at the least. I mean, for a one clicker, instead of just having to select a whole thing out, if you could just do that and have it be that good of a result, yeah, this is definitely a game changer. So just to look back at the things that had a whole bunch of tourists in it that you thought weren't going to look great, but then you got to remove all of the cool things. Let's take a look at what they used to look like with all of the people. Just in case you've forgotten. Subscribe for awesome stuff. Tell me what you want me to edit next. Thanks everyone. Hope you like this tutorial. Come back for more where I'll try and remove some other crazy things and compare more tools later. Bye.